Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Ali and I love to talk about all things makeup and skincare. And in today's video, I'm going to be going through all of the beauty empties that I've collected over the past few months. I have this gigantic basket here which is packed to the brim with skincare empties, hair care, body care. I've got a lot of makeup empties as well. I'm going to go through all of these products and tell you what I thought of them and whether or not they warrant a repurchase. And I can already tell this is going to be a really long video, so I'm just going to jump right into it. Okay, so the way I'm going to do this video is I'm going to go through all the skincare empties first, followed by makeup, and then ending with the bath and body and hair care products. Just because I know you guys are probably only here for the makeup and skincare, but I'm just going to start with some masks because they were on top of the basket. But I have this mask here from Summer Fridays. This is the jet lag mask. This is like a hydrating mask that also gently exfoliates, and even though I use this all up, to be honest, I'm just not the biggest fan of this. I have discovered other hydrating masks that I prefer a lot more over this one, and this also claims you can use it as like a moisturizer or even a primer, but every time I tried to do that, it would just peel like crazy. I just had like little balls of product all over my face. It just wasn't pretty. I found that my favorite way to use this was actually just as a nighttime like eye cream, sort of like an overnight eye mask, but it's really expensive and just isn't worth it if you're just using it like that. And I also have hydrating masks that I like more in my collection. So even though I did use it up, I definitely will not be repurchasing this. Another hydrating mask that I do really like is this rose face mask from Fresh. This one is really gorgeous. It's like a gel consistency, but it has the rose petals suspended throughout, so it gives you this really nice spa experience when you do use it. It's really nice as well if you do have like a bit of a sunburn on your face because it's immediately cooling and your skin just sort of like drinks up the mask and it just feels really nice and hydrated afterwards. I have a couple minis like this still in my collection, so I won't be repurchasing yet, but I will definitely consider in the future. The last mask here that I have to talk about is the Sand and Sky Pink Clay Mask. This is like a traditional clay mask. It's really great at detoxifying the skin and clearing out any congestion. I like using this about once a week in my T-zone, and it just really helps to like smooth out everything and draw out all the impurities for the skin. This jar is actually the first jar I ever owned. I've had it for about well over a year now, and even though there is some product left, it is completely dried out and I can't use it. I've even tried like wetting it again, but that didn't work. So yeah, I will be tossing this one, but I do have some backups in my collection because I love it that much. I also held on to a packet of the CosRX Acne Pimple Master Patches. These are just those little pimple patches that you leave on overnight, and it draws all the gunk out of your pimples and just like flattens them and makes the healing process really nice and easy. These ones used to be my favorite, but I've since found the Neogen pimple patches that I prefer a lot more over these, so I probably will not be continuing to purchase this. Okay, so I have two cleansers here to talk about. One of them is one of my Holy Grail cleansers and the other one I really hate. The first one that I really love is the Alpha H Balancing Cleanser with aloe vera. I've talked about this one before on my channel when I did my nighttime winter skincare routine, and I also rave about this constantly on my Instagram page, but this is just one of my absolute favorite cream cleansers. It just feels so nice on the skin, and I always say it feels like you're cleansing with a cloud because the texture of this is just so nice and fluffy and gentle. And I can use this in the morning, I can use this as a second cleanse at nighttime. I just really get along with this, and I will forever keep on repurchasing this one. And in fact, Alpha H was kind enough to send me a backup, so I'm currently about halfway through that one because I just love this cleanser so much. And the cleanser that I'm just not the biggest fan of is the Drunk Elephant Beste No. 9 Jelly Cleanser. When I first started using this, I was really impressed. I actually like really enjoyed it, but the more I used it, the more I just found it was just too much for my skin. It sort of left my skin feeling a little bit too clean, that sort of squeaky clean feeling, and it just became too much for my sensitive skin. So I stopped using this and I actually just started using it as like a body cleanser. But yeah, I did love this at one point, but I will not be repurchasing this anytime soon because it just doesn't suit my skin now. So I have a cleansing balm here. This is the Good Molecules Instant Cleansing Balm. This is a really great affordable alternative to like the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm or the Pharmacy Cleansing Balm, because it has a really nice light sort of sherbety texture that just like breaks down makeup like nothing else. And even though I really enjoyed this and I've used a couple of tubs of this, I probably won't be repurchasing this anytime soon because I do have a lot of other first cleansers in my rotation at the moment, but this one is a really great one. I also finished a micellar water. I don't use these to remove my makeup. I really only use them to like fix my eyeliner or like remove swatches on the backs of my hand. So yeah, this took me forever to finish, but I'm really not picky when it comes to micellar water. So I would get this again if I saw it on sale, but honestly, I just pick up whatever micellar water is the cheapest at the pharmacy. So yeah, not really sure if I'll be repurchasing this one. So I also have some toners here. The first one is the Good Molecules Niacinamide Brightening Toner. This is one of my holy grail toners. It is so amazing at brightening the skin and evening out the skin complexion. As well as niacinamide, it has vitamin C, arbutin, and licorice root extract. So it's really great for like fading dark marks and sort of making sure the skin tone is all looking nice and uniform. And this also has a really nice like thick texture, almost like an essence would, so it just feels really nice and hydrating on the skin. Unfortunately, I don't have a backup of this, but I can definitely see myself repurchasing this when I do place another Beautylish order. And the other toner that I have here is the Thayers Witch Hazel Aloe Vera Formula Alcohol-Free Toner with rose petals. This one I've had empty for like 6 months now, but to be honest, I really liked this. I found it really nice and hydrating. It was a great like morning toner. It just felt really nice and refreshing on the skin. But I have seen a lot of people say that witch hazel is actually quite bad for your skin, especially if you have dry, sensitive skin like I do. So I don't think I will be repurchasing this anytime soon, just to stay on the safe side. So I have 2 vitamin C serums here. The first is this Henriksen Banana Bright Vitamin C Serum, as well as vitamin C. This has PHAs and hyaluronic acid, so it's going to gently exfoliate your skin and hydrate it at the same time. This serum is amazing. I was honestly blown away after like a week of use because I felt like my skin was just so like bouncy. It sort of gives you that glass skin look when you use it, and I've consistently used this probably every single morning for about a couple of months now, and yeah, I just absolutely love this, and they kindly gifted me another bottle of that, and I'm currently working through that as well. This is just one of the best vitamin C serums I've ever used, and I highly recommend it. And the other vitamin C serum I have here is the Firma from Drunk Elephant. This one I actually really enjoy. It's quite a bit more active than the Henriksen vitamin C. Like you can feel it sort of working on your skin a little bit more, and it does give you really great brightening results, but I will not be repurchasing this for 2 reasons. The first reason is because it goes bad so quickly, and I can never finish a full bottle of this within like the time that it oxidizes. So I've had my bottle for about 6 months, and you can see the color there. It's gone really bad, and I asked you guys on my Instagram whether I should even still be using this or not now that it has really badly oxidized, and you guys said don't use it. So yeah, I've stopped using it like halfway through, which is so disappointing because it's really expensive. It's over $100 here in Australia. So yeah, I just can't justify the price for like only a couple months of use. And the other reason I won't be repurchasing this is because I don't really like the texture. It's really sort of like a thick gel that's really sticky on the skin. So I found myself mixing this with a hyaluronic acid serum just to sort of thin out the texture a little bit and make it a little bit more like nice on the skin. And yeah, I just prefer this texture of the Henriksen vitamin C a lot more. It's got a light creamy texture and it doesn't feel sticky. So yeah, if I'm gonna be getting one or the other, I will definitely be getting the Henriksen. And the last serum that I have is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. This one is just a really nice hydrating serum, and it has a lot of like anti-aging benefits as well, but I will not be repurchasing this because I'm currently using and really enjoying the Misha Time Revolution Pro Bio Ampule. I think that's the name. I'll pop a picture on the screen just to help you guys out, but I'm preferring that one quite a bit more because this one I had to like ration myself on because it's really expensive and you only get this little amount in there, but the Misha one is 50 mils and I think around like the $50 mark, so it's a lot more affordable. And yeah, even though I really like this, it's just too expensive for me. Okay, so for moisturizers, I emptied the Crave Beauty Oh So Simple Water Cream. This one is one of my absolute favorite day creams, and I also really like using this underneath a thicker night cream in the nighttime. But this one is a beautiful light cream that just has really nice minimal ingredients that my skin just really gets along with, and I have already repurchased another jar that I'm currently using at the moment. And the other moisturizer I have here is the Tidal Brightening Enzyme Water Cream from Sunday Riley. This one I've been through a couple of jars of as well, and I really enjoy. If you're in the mood to like splurge on a nice fancy cream, this is a great one to consider. It's one of my favorite like, you know, bougie moisturizers, if you will, because it just has that really nice like pillowy, cushiony sort of texture that just makes your skin feel so nice and hydrated. It's perfect in the summertime as a day or a night cream, and because it has those enzymes in there, it's going to give you that really gentle brightened effect. So this one, while I do really love it, I probably won't be repurchasing anytime soon because it is not sold in stores here in Australia, and honestly I probably don't need another moisturizer in my collection. Okay, so for sunscreens, I finished the Klairs Soft Airy UV Essence. This has SPF 50+, PA 4+. This is a gorgeous K-beauty sunscreen. It just has that really nice light texture that just sort of like sits on the skin like it's nothing. It doesn't feel thick or clog your pores or anything like that. It just feels really nice and light, and it doesn't leave with a white cast or anything like that. And I also really appreciate this because it comes in a big bottle. This bottle is 80 mils, so you're getting quite a lot of product in there, which is great for a sunscreen because I go through them quite quickly. I probably won't repurchase this at the moment because I do have a couple other sunscreens open in my collection at the moment. But yeah, I do really love this one, and I can see myself getting it maybe in the summertime. And the other sunscreen that I finished up is the Ultraviolet Queen Screen SPF 50. This is another one of my favorites. I just absolutely love this. It makes a fantastic makeup primer if you do want more of a glowy base. And I also love reapplying my sunscreen with this because it had that really nice watery texture, so it's really easy to like dab on with a beauty blender if you are into that sort of method of reapplication. I just absolutely love this, and I also love the brand Ultraviolet. They have a couple other sunscreens that I really love, so yeah, I will probably be repurchasing this sometime soon. I also finished the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Kiss Lip Balm. This one was really nice to have because it has that beautiful Sol de Janeiro smell, but I will not be repurchasing this because it is quite expensive for a lip balm, and I have like 50 floating around my house. So yeah, while this was nice, will not be repurchasing it. Okay, so that was it for skincare. Now let's move on to makeup. I finished up a foundation. I have the Estee Lauder Double Wear here, and I use it in the shade 2-in-1 Desert Beige. This one is one of my favorite foundations, especially to wear for work or for events. Just anytime I want my foundation to last a really long time and still look fresh at like hour 8, 9, or 10. This is a really great one that I like to turn to for that. And I already have another bottle in my collection on the go. And I have a concealer here as well. This one's the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Concealer in the shade 3.5. This one's another favorite of mine. I just really like it for under the eyes because it gives you that really nice satin finish, medium coverage, but sort of like moves with your skin, so it doesn't have a lot of creasing with it, which I really appreciate. And I have also repurchased this one as well. And I also finished off a powder, which is really rare for me because I don't use that much powder, but I have the Hourglass Veil Translucent Powder here. This one is so gorgeous. I just really love the effect that this has on the skin. It works well with so many different foundations that I use. And while I probably won't be getting this anytime soon because I do have a few powders open at the moment, I definitely will be getting this when I do need another powder. I also have a setting spray here. This one's the All Nighter from Urban Decay. This one used to be a favorite of mine, but it's not really a favorite anymore. I just found that as I'm getting older, my skin's getting drier and drier, and this just left my makeup feeling a little bit too tight. But it does make your makeup last a really long time. So while I will not be repurchasing this, I can definitely see myself getting maybe a mini just for events or something, because it does really work. I have some brow products here. I finished up 2 of the Benefit Precisely My Brow pencils. I have the shade 2.5 and 2. This is just my favorite brow pencil of all time, and I will repurchase this until the day I die. I also have here one of the 24-hour brow setters from Benefit, and this is without a doubt the best clear brow gel on the market. I just love this to death. It is so good for making your brows stand up straight all day. If you're into that sort of look, I've just never found anything better, and of course I will be repurchasing this, and I already have. I also have here the Surratt brow pomade. This one used to be my favorite brow gel until I discovered the Benefit one, but I also found as this one got older, it got more of a white tint to it. It sort of dried down weirdly and left a bit of a white cast in my eyebrows. So while this was really nice for the first 6 months of use, it did go bad from that point on, and for that reason I will not be repurchasing this. So I have 2 mascaras here. The first is the By Terry Lash Expert Twist Brush. This one had a really cool concept because you sort of twist this little knob at the top here, and it sort of made the brush twist around itself. So when you had the mascara wand straight, it sort of worked at lengthening the lashes, but when you twisted it, it sort of worked to volumize the lashes. To be honest, I just kept it on the volume setting, and I found it gave me really great volume and length. The only gripe I had with this one is that it dried out fairly quickly. I would say within a month and a half to 2 months, but it was really lovely. But yeah, I won't be repurchasing this. And the other mascara I have here is the Tarte Surfer Curl. This one took me by surprise. I honestly looked at this and I thought that I just wasn't going to like it. Tarte's just not one of those brands that I sort of connect with. I don't really, sort of vibe with their aesthetic, if that makes sense. But this mascara was so good, and I will definitely be repurchasing this next time I need a mascara. It gave the best volume and length, and it didn't smudge at all. That's really rare for me to find because most mascaras do smudge on me, but this one was completely smudge proof, and it was just beautiful, and it lasted about 4 months, which is really great for a mascara. So yeah, I will definitely be repurchasing this one. Okay, so that was it for the makeup, and we are now in the final stretch, so I'm going to make this as quick as possible. But I finished off 3 of these Hum Nutrition Beauty Z supplements. This is a melatonin and B6 supplement. You get 30 in here, and they're vegan. These are definitely my favorite sleep supplement. I've tried others in the past that have just either not worked or they've given me really weird dreams, but these I don't get any side effects from, and they're just really easy to take. And I also like that Hum has a subscription sort of service on their website, because it means that I literally don't need to do anything when I need to stock up on these. So yeah, I already have 3 more bottles on their way to me, and I can definitely see myself using this far into the future. I will also say that if you were wanting to take a sleep supplement, definitely check with your doctor first. I was given the okay by my doctor to take something like this, but yeah, just definitely double check with a health professional. I also finished the Soap and Glory Oat Sugar and Shea Breakfast Scrub. This was really lovely. I loved using this on my spa nights because it's just a really nice scrub that isn't too abrasive, so it feels really nice and moisturizing on the skin. It doesn't make my eczema flare up. It doesn't make my skin feel too dry or anything. It's just a really nice body scrub that happens to smell amazing. It smells so good. But to be honest, I will not be repurchasing this because I just don't need body scrubs. I mean, I have exfoliating mitts that do the same thing and just last a lot longer than a scrub does. So yeah, I just won't be repurchasing this or any scrub for the time being. I also finished the CeraVe moisturizing cream. I used this on my body and this gigantic tub lasted me months. But yeah, this is just a really nice, trustworthy body moisturizer. CeraVe is not a really expensive brand. You can get it at the pharmacy, and yeah, doesn't break the bank, moisturizes really well, and I will probably be repurchasing this. I also finished the Saint Tropez Classic Self Tanner. This one is really nice. It has a really nice undertone and it fades evenly, which is really appreciated. But to be honest, I don't think I'll be getting this one because I do prefer a deeper tan because I am so pale naturally. So I found that this went really quickly because I did have to layer it up. But yeah, this is just a really nice fake tan, but I will not be repurchasing it. I have a couple of hair things here as well. I have the Angel Wash from Kevin Murphy. This is a shampoo that is made specifically for blonde fine hair, which is exactly what I have, and I just really appreciate that there is like finally a shampoo that I can like call a holy grail shampoo, because before I was like flip-flopping around. I was just like going from one shampoo to the next. I just didn't really care. But yeah, this one's just like made for hair like mine, so I will definitely be repurchasing this when I am done with a couple more shampoos that I have. So I'd have another holy grail hair product, and that is the Miracle Hair Treatment from 11 Australia. This one has like a cult following for a reason. I am like super low maintenance when it comes to hair care, and this is one of the only products that I use after washing when my hair is still damp. I just find that it like acts like a leave-in conditioner, but also like a heat protectant, but also like a hydrating serum for your hair, and also like smooths down the flyaways. It just like does it all. It also works really well before blow drying. I find that because it's like a really light cream, it doesn't weigh my hair down at all. So yeah, I do have a couple other hair sort of like leave-in styling products open at the moment, but I can definitely see myself getting this one again when I do need more. Okay, so that is it for today's video. I know it was a long one, so thank you so much if you're still here. I love watching Empties videos, so I hope you guys love watching Empties videos as well, and that you enjoyed this one. And I'll definitely be doing more in the future, but I'll make sure they're just a little bit shorter than today's. But yeah, if you haven't already, I would love it if you would consider subscribing to my channel. I post weekly, sometimes 2 times a week, all about makeup and skincare. And also, if you haven't, check me out on Instagram. I post daily about makeup and skincare, and it's just a really fun time and a really fun community to be a part of. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe out there, and I will see you guys really soon.